Hey y'all, I'm really sorry I'm not there today. My little one's been throwing up. My mom's in the hospital. My dad's sick too. So there's just a lot going on. So please be kind with the sub. Please take care of each other and please do what you need to get this test done and do well on it. All right. If we go over this first one here, concave down and a y-intercept of -6. So when we talk about these quadratic equations, they're going to be in this format: ax squared plus bx plus c. And what we're going to get from that is that c, the number just by itself without an x, is going to tell us the y-intercept. So you can see here, this has a y-intercept of 1, y-intercept of 5, y-intercept of 5, y-intercept of -6. So right away, at this point, I can tell that choice 4 is going to be the answer, but I do want to talk about the concave. Concave up and down just is going to go back to A. And what we know is this. We know that if A is greater than 0, it's concave up. And if A is less than 0, the graph is concave down. Concave up means it opens up. Concave down means it opens down. So as I start looking at the answer choices, this is a positive 1x squared. So that's concave up. This is a positive 2x squared. This is a negative 1x squared. This is a negative 1x squared. So both choice 3 and choice 4 are concave down. Choice 3 is concave down and choice 4 is concave down. But as we mentioned before, choice 4 has the correct y-intercept. So that's going to be what we're looking for question number 1. For question number 2, we're looking for the vertex or the turning point. That's going to be this point right here. So I'm just following what are the coordinates. So I start at the origin. I'm going to the right 3. I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a positive direction. This is a negative direction. To the right 3, down 4. We're talking choice 3. Hopefully those are pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at question 3. This is worded all over the place, so you might not have understood what the heck it was asking. So basically, here we go, ax squared plus bx plus c, and we want to know which of these letters will help us determine if the graph is concave up or down. We just talked about that above. I'll reiterate it here. If a is greater than 0, it's concave up, and if a is less than 0, it's concave down. So that's how we're going to tell the concavity, just by looking at A. The how is going to be what I just put up here. The y-intercept, we just talked about that, is C, just the number by itself. Forget about how, there's nothing. Now, as far as the turning point just means vertex, is how to tell if it's a maximum or a minimum. Well, if the parabola opens up and we want to think about this point right here, this vertex, is it the highest or the lowest point on the graph? Well, hopefully you understand this is the lowest. It never goes any lower than this point. And if the parabola opens down, that vertex here, this point here, is the highest point on the graph. It'll never go any lower. So for the turning point, we're just going to be looking at A for the vertex to figure out if it's a maximum or a minimum. And it's going to be very similar to what we just saw above. If A is greater than 0, that means it opens up, so it's going to be a minimum. And if A is less than 0, that means it opens down and it's going to be a maximum. So here's the picture for it's opening up, and this point is a minimum. Here, the parabola is opening down, and this point that I circled is a maximum. All right, I hope that was helpful for questions 1, 2, and 3.